the bill with the start already taken.
Reserve time.
Kind of like the Oracle.
I wouldn't say no to a Doom, because if you can find the initiation on DDEC, like a Doom would be great. You can Chris Slug then get his spells off, or have a blink and destroy the fish, and yeah, they also have disrupting glimpse, like you'll go away, like gonna glimpse you back, that kind of thing. So I wouldn't say no to a jungling Doom, but if you go,
Yeah, that is true. It might end up being a problem. I still like the idea of maybe going back for an Oracle, or is there anybody else that really works? They go for the Dazzle instead. So they put the extra armor, and Wings immediately take the initiative. Like, that's what I'm feeling like, is that if you end up having somebody that can make sure that Slug just does exploded when the Ursa jumps on them, if there is one of those situations, then they'll probably be fine. And I feel like it's a pretty well-rounded draft all in all. I don't love the Enigma.
I think because for like when you farm a quick mech, 5 is gonna be a bit huge, especially against Flame. You already have 2 heroes with some counters to Bat Rider. So I would back to. I actually like that, because I can see what he can do. If you try to even 5-man and be punished easy, but the downside is just greedy, because if just mean that CD's is gonna have a strong laning phase.
Yeah. That is, I guess I could be a little bit colored by the fact that previously we had a newbie run the all-playing KP Enigma, which obviously is significantly different than just a straight-up position 4 Enigma, and it did not work out well. Granted, it was also almost only from creation. The 2 stuns that they had, well, 3 stuns, was the Malefice, Black Hole, and then they also had Dragon Tail on Dragonite. And that literally it. So they kind of just got ran over. So maybe we see something a little bit different. Wings have other options. The Crush is going to be there. So, yeah, I don't think that. See if they're going to find something here. As I say, just get found. The pound is available, but in a moment, not going to connect. I don't know if they're actually going to be this kill. I think he just walks away.
Not they find Morgana, maybe forced to put level on Leap. That's gonna impair her laning phase.
Blink, find a couple right clicks there, causing issues, but
it's really weird. Like you find a 5-man smoke, see them, we can find kills, and you're just like, oh, I'm kidding.
Yeah, there was no real great catch.
Oh, maybe now, maybe. Yes, it's
gonna be able to find the stomp almost. Yeah, they are not gonna find the. He just walks away from that one. Tango heals him back up, and he's fine. Well, 5-man smoke gang in towards the mid lane, and they don't end up being able to find a kill, but it does signal that CDEC.Y trying to get aggressive with their lineup. They've got Victoria, XZ, as well as Ahmed all down here in the bottom lane, and that's going to be facing off against Faith on the Slardar.
They've read very well. Shadow going solo against D. Yeah, Shadow definitely. You don't want to be walking too close. You can't even trade that effectively despite lifesteal. Shadow, if you're gonna always do more damage.
And the change that recently came about, where now the reset time is 20 seconds, it makes it all the more difficult for Team to deal with this at least
So yeah,
I would agree. It felt sort of, I don't even know exactly, not
battle for the
desperate,
rune, battle for the rune.
but something.
Doesn't have beat. He's gonna die here again.
Oh no, Blink. Maybe
Oh, no.
gonna, yeah, they end up being able to find him. A couple quick hits and he's out of there.
Yeah, that's sloppy. I'm not sure why you would challenge that without beep. Since EC, they have been very, very aggressive when controlling the runes. They don't want to give it away to the Mirana at all. That's the last thing you want. If without the charges, he's not gonna be able to spam his spells in lane. He's not gonna farm as quickly, and that's gonna be a much better advantage. I want to point out that Dazzle has the level advantage over Shadow.
Yeah, that's a little bit not what you want to have happen. Dazzle's going to be ahead. And that sort of harkens back to the problem that you've got in this draft, is that the Slark has been able to get whatever he wants. Ame is very farmed for this point in the game, and the only person that's really standing up to him is the Slardar, who is not really going to be able to be that late game damage dealer. They need the Mirana to get a lot of farm. They need that Ursa to get a lot of farm, but unfortunately, they've been playing so aggressive and getting killed that I don't know if they're going to be in a great position to stand up to the Stark later. I mean, he's already almost 1,000 gold ahead of him. This is... I wonder if it's worth going back for the Midas at this point on Slark.
Be okay, or you could just go for a Shadow Blade and fight them. If you do get the pickup on there, it's gonna really good. Your mid game, late game is gonna be very smooth. Destroy wings, but I wouldn't say no to Midas. Midas is gonna help him. They'll just indicate late game, or you like speed up your farm, and you don't want that. They have such a huge advantage right now. It's not worth the trade-off. What I feel.
Blink mid lane. They do also have over by the Radiant secret shop Ame, who's been hanging out and is gonna think about going in onto Faith Beyond. Inflame is gonna be there as well. They don't have a Blink Dagger as of yet, so not gonna be able to jump on top of them. So the rotation from 3 does not end up bearing fruit. While they are still thinking about going on to Faith Beyond. Like, if they can find this kill before he gets his Blink Dagger, this is the dream, and I think that they might be able to just do it. He's so close, actually has enough gold for it now. It's gonna get jumped upon. He does buy it, so well played there. That could have been terrible, but regardless, still not the best in the world. Lifestealer finds the kill.
Oh, they were really close, but nonetheless, you get the kill, so that's something. Accelerate the farm for Blink. Flame is almost there, needs 600 more gold. Yeah, oh my god, XE is like the longest time of free farm in the bottom lane against Shadow. Farm for Dazzle actually, like what he has now, Arcane boots already, and gonna get the Tower 9, more gold not going the way of wings. Hey Demons, he's going for the armlet, so no Radiance today. Yeah, he knows that the Radiance will not pay off against his Slaughter and Ursa.
I mean, the thing that's nuts to me about this is that you still have Wings being really efficient with their farming. It's 1,000 gold lead, and that's it for CDEC Youth, even though they're 3 kills up. Actually, only 500 net worth. It's 1,000 experience. So it's still a situation where, despite the fact that Wings have been sort of eating away a couple of kills here or there, I still think that they're in a good position. These other heroes with the Roshan going down though, they put them in a good position to continue to sort of accelerate and bring it back to their favor. Ice Ice is not going to get caught in the mid lane, and with that, Shadow has Ace on him, so he can start going a little bit more aggressive.
So Slark will be back for the Shadow Blade that we talked about, and just nicely done from Wings. Please get the Aegis. Raindrop's gonna come out with a Mask of Madness, Ursa, and they can try to push for the tier 1 bottom. They have a black hole, so they have the mech. That should be the eye, but Ice has already top lane to try and stall the push.
I'm seeing a possibility here with the level the Elder Titan going for a stomp if he wants to. They're at least just gonna pop the glyph for now. It's a medallion that ends up getting picked up for the Dazzle. They're just trying to hold him back. It's a little bit frustrating, you can see. Enigma can push out this top lane here, but it's still pretty scary thinking about taking this fight
They have to delay the push. Flame just got his blink, so that's gonna be a big item on him. He just got it, and they can pretty much contest bottom lane.
Yeah. Demons holding down the fort. The fact that they can hold it right here with just the Dazzle and Victoria, it's pretty emblematic of how this game has gone. It's not exactly what you want. Raytheon looking for the jump, does have a Blink Dagger available. They're able to catch on him, and now pulled out of position. He's going to be brought down. CDEC.Y finding another kill onto Wings. And that was the Blink reveal of the Slardar. Not what you would have hoped for.
We get Arcanes and then build into a blink. It disrupted some good ults just yet. Revolving around the top lane.
Up for CDEC.Y. They didn't want demons. Get in it a little. And they are going to try and push. Take this tower now. Starting to show up. With them, but he could run cleanup. Not to jump in onto demons alive. Out of damage, be able to take that out. No black. Mech on top. But he's dead. Safety on look.
Shadow
going to town. Slardar, and now going for any kill off Innocence. Looking forward certainly into third Shadow. The dark not going to be able to here. They you go sleep catches on it. Big problem. He does go for the not be able to hit as of yet is kills off Innocence. And Mark is just upstart the state of the game.
Tower is under attack. Radiant
Super.
structures are fortified.
In no way should he have been
Radiant's
so far in front. Since pretty much all like they had been really doing so far forward.
It feels again like maybe just black hole off or something. About to get jumped upon as well. They kill him. And there's the back and still gets him, so should be fine. Yeah, there wasn't any great to stop it.
Bought the agent. At the bottom lane and down CD so spread out. That fight and it's gonna be really smooth.
The ball and the snowball effect, they still do have. I feel like people have been underestimating this before the DC from my list of top 4. Guys, they jump on top. They are a really heroes that they need and showing it on the big stage.
That shot for some. Now they will just back off. Look at Faith. He has dagger as a solder, but he's not been able to find any opportunities to try these golf here and there with his team. Ursa as well, they haven't been energized golfs whatsoever, and CDC have been taking this very strong. They've been very coordinated, very smooth. They will proceed to take themselves to T1 bottom lane.
And this is starting to feel like they just get whatever they want at this point. You've got the Echo Saber now online for Slark. There's those moments, I always think about this whenever I play against the Slark and I'm playing like a Lion or something, trying to push out a lane. Might realize that something is afoot, but guess what? No great way to reveal it. They're not going to be able to find him. Sentry Ward's dropped, but it's not on top of them. And now Faith Beyond, he's revealed. Ame could go back in if they wanted to. They will spot him if they head along this way, as there is an Observer Ward, but that's pinged out immediately, and they're not going to be able to catch him.
Not going across, but the scanner used. Shadow, you don't want to stay there. Yeah, he has to back off right now.
That was a good scan.
They read the situation well, but they just backed off like way sooner. So, but anyways, you know, looking at Ursa, what items do you go for next? He's so underfarmed compared to the side of the Slark. This is a really good Slark game as well. How spread out the map is. Like, you look at the vision from the side of the CDC compared to the side of Wings. Lifestealer, sorry, I missed that.
Oh, it's all good. We know what happened. They jumped in, they had a little Bat Rider ultimate, and Demons ate them apart. There is not a whole lot else to say. I mean, like, honestly, it feels like this can happen so rapidly all across the map.
Oh, Blink is on the run. Hold on, Slark. He already used the pounce. Yeah, he wants the run. Times up a bit of KeyTV. Can he kill him? No. But yeah, and Blink needs to not die because he's so close to tags.
That is the way to make it happen. Yeah, again, just like to harken back to what the CDEC youth team has been built around, it's really been built around Inflame, and Ame was another hero, another player that came in and sort of defined this lineup, and you can see why through these games they're going to push back Innocence, try and find him, but not going to be able to get the kill. The Moonlight Shadow does signal they need to get out of there as they jump out. Faith Beyond is up front and center. Demons is actually, they might bit off a little bit more than they can chew. Ame is going to run in now also with the Shadow Blade available. Jumps onto him and finds another kill. Black Hole immediately taken off. Oh no. Ice in a lot of trouble, but they do get a decent amount of damage from the Mirana. Still nobody from CDEC dead. Triple kill on Ame. And this is what I was talking about. This guy, he knows how to play some Dota 2.
Really much better this time. CDEC just rolling the games. No. And Shadow still hasn't had any impact. Like, you look at him, but Ursa, who's supposed to be shredding the this point, he's still trying to farm just like a Mask of Madness and the Blade Dagger. You look at your Slark, he's almost Shadow. Okay, he's already got Silver's Edge and the Echo Saber.
Shadow
very fun.
They lifted him up.
Oh, I think he dies here.
They ended up already popping his ultimate. He wanted to get a little bit fresh and fancy free, but now Shadow in a lot of trouble. Inflame jumps in, is going to be able to catch him, and now Demon's just going to right-click away. There's the silence. So just everything going their way. Another kill. Wings getting picked off across the map, and more importantly, it just doesn't feel like they have an avenue to get back into this game.
Lifesteal almost has a Defibrillator coming up, so 17-4. AC on fire. It looks like they won themselves some chicken. They're gonna get it.
Fine lineup.
It is. I think you were right actually. Like about the ice thing. Getting closer to a bigger, but that's still gonna be the game-changing item. If you look at ET, very quick to just take up ice. ET isn't done so well positioning-wise. They find themselves to disrupt in the jungle. Just want to put a ward down and do that. Jungle isn't safe. Inflame going for the lasso pick up.
He doesn't have it.
Actually, no, he doesn't even have lasso. It's on cooldown.
Malefice is there. He just wants to keep him around for the moment while the rest of the team TP's in, and it looks like they're not going to end up going for it. I mean, Ame is still on the hunt, and he can catch anybody as they're trying to retreat out, but recognizing the inherent danger of the situation, that's going to be a TP away by Faith Beyond the Slardar. And it just, again, they've got control over the map. They've got deep wards on the side of Wings. They want to try and go for good plays, but rather rapidly I'm feeling like these are going to get taken down by the Slark as he gets revealed and spreads that information to the rest of his team.
Smoke gang coming by the CDEC. Both kills might just the jackpot here.
Oh.
In the right direction.
Alright.
Oh, Faith.
Not going to connect. They've got follow-up if they want to go for it. Pulling it back. In Flame in a lot of trouble, but Demon's still alive in the midst of this, so not going to be able to catch him. That's a silence on to Faith Beyond as well. He should be fine. That's still not going to be able to find the kill, though. They throw out the arrow, hits on Ame, but there's the Dark Pack off. So they find one kill on Inflame, the Bat Rider, who ended up going down. Now it looks like, at least for now, they're going to be somewhat careful. They're going to jump in and catch the catch onto Ame, taking a lot of damage, but the Black Hole as well! Oh, what were you doing there, Ame?
Toria, caught an arrow. This is an Aghanim start off. He needs one Starstorm, Shadow, Duke, Venus comes back. Hi, bye. 3 heroes down. It feels like a comeback, like what they're doing. Look over there, they're still fighting. Oh, killing off XZ. Screwed.
Buyback by ET? Question mark? 2,800 gold swing already? I'm wondering. It does really feel like. Rather strange. So, with the buyback on the ET, they're still not able to secure themselves Roshan. You look, suddenly Marana is on almost equitable farm with the Slark, so everything is maybe going to start swinging back into the favor of Wings. I don't know. They still don't have a great answer for the Slark outside of a black hole. Maybe that's just the job of this, is that you only have Ice there to black hole the Slark, and that's it.
You can synergize Disruptor Ult and Black Hole. You're not just only kill the Slark, kill anyone else who walks. And that's the scary part about Wings. You want to try and break high ground, not going to be that easy, but Wings, they have done quite okay. Like from that team, that's going to probably scare CDEC a bit. Maybe not. You see right now, they're going all the way to the enemy jungle just like that, taking care of the ward. Ready if he wants to use it. Crush.
Well, he's fine for the moment. It's going to go back in there, pulls onto Innocent. The arrow's going to connect, but not going to end up really mattering all that much. And so it looks like the amp damage is going to call off the charge. Ame needs to not go so crazy this time around. He ended up going very deep and was not that concerned about it, but the tier 2 tower is still going to fall on the bottom lane. CDEC have ways to make this happen for themselves. Just need to be a little bit concerned about the farming that you're getting on the side of Wings. As they get these items up, it's going to become more and more difficult for CDC youth to contain them.
Like Shadow, Ice needs to not show himself. Army in the neighborhood. And Wings, or kill him here, this would be a very, very big kill. I think they know.
Oh, God. Yeah, he's going to go down. Again, just they toss it all out and he ends up getting exploded. You can't be that far out there. You gotta sort of play it a little bit more close to the chest when you don't have vision.
But I mean, it's easier for us to say that because, you know, we see the whole map. But if you try looking at it from this perspective, like, it's really a really tough call because you would have thought, okay, they probably TP'd back. You know, they don't want to fight us. We just took the T. So under those conditions, I could understand why he went for it. But I agree with you. Yeah, I mean, if you're in the area, everyone else is off the just. Really need to just take it a bit a notch down, a few notches down.
Well, it's also like, I mean, they just killed him in the same way. Granted, he was in a much different position, but sensibly, it's the same position also.
He might find Ice. He has a lasso.
Well, he's still got a
Season.
available. They're going for the catch, but
Black
on the
hole.
other side, they're actually still a fight that's burned, and Ursa's already been able to take down the Elder Titan. The Black Hole solo is not going to end up being able to kill off Inflame as of yet. Still a lot of damage being done. It looks like they are going to be able to kill him off, though, in the end, possibly. No, Faithio jumps back in. They get the whip. He's going to end up getting brought down. Yule centers himself for the moment, but it was never meant to be.
And the gen. And well played from Ice to keep him occupied. And anyways, like I said, Wings, come back. 1k all going in their favor again. This Yule's really paying off for Faith. Whew.
It's a really good stuff. You love to see it come out like that. And again, they're in a great position to continue to take these fights. I'm starting to wonder also with the Aegis up and online if the CDC youth are sort of trying to press their luck a little bit too much and getting caught out. Ame does have the Lifestealer inside of him, but he's not going to end up running into the Ursa as of yet. The Pounce? No, not going for it.
Double damage.
The best case scenario right now is if Ame does walk into them, Lada with the Ursa, especially with double damage, and if Ice nearby with Malefice and a mech. He doesn't have the mana for the full thing. Yeah, he doesn't. He just like just barely. But yeah, if he walked in, then that would have cemented like the couple Wings. I'm really excited to see like how Wings was into this game. Ursa has so much room to go. He has a Basher now with a Defensive Blade. He's gonna much easier time ripping through the Lifestealer if he can't get the hits onto the Slark.
This is really the question. Is how they end up being able to transition into a DD up on the Ursa for the moment. Popped over power, but doesn't jump in as of yet. It's going to be building into that Basher, and it seems like Ice has just been living up here in this top lane. Continue to push him away and looking for the combo now. He's going to be able to jump on the Shadow, still invisible for the moment, but there's that Storm bringing him low and maybe going to be able to find a kill. Ame in a lot of trouble. He ends up getting brought down. Wings still looking for a little bit more. XT is going to get taken down, and suddenly what looked good for a moment is often terrible for CDEC Youth. Still chasing and pushing out this lane. They brought back 2 to try and deal with the Enigma, and now it's just all gone wrong.
But just got his BKB. He did an eye top lane. 3 heroes down. Especially the Slark, his lead is slowly disappearing. Just look at the Mirana. She was 4k behind. Now she's ahead. Tells you something. That tells you the Cinderella story for Wings is true. And the Ethereal Blade coming out as well. Mirana, her nuke damage is going to destroy the Dazzle really hard. ET and Bat Rider. Like, they need to do something heavy lifting. They need to be like take whatever steroids they can, carry the team.
And they've got the pieces to make it happen. They just need to be able to get that like instant burst. The problem is that now you're starting to get into a situation where the Wings are going to burst you quicker than you're able to burst them. They jump in onto Mirana, a lot of damage coming out, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do it. The Black Hole onto all of them, but it's not going to end up even mattering. The damage that came out from Demons is 3 are dead. Holy hell, Victoria's going to go down now as well. The badge, everything being expended. 4 are gone! CDEC Youth, what have you done?
Cute order 322.
It's not the
And Wing very, very well. Right now, they found the momentum they need. CD's completely blown off, and right now,
I mean, look at the graph.
Guys,
it's a swing of 17,500 gold into their favor, and roughly, what is that, 22,000 net worth over the space of 7 minutes? Over a little bit more than that, over the space of 9 minutes, excuse me. It's been just a ridiculous swing, and it doesn't really feel like it was off the back of big item pickups necessarily. Obviously, the Mirana Ags was important, but I don't know. This doesn't feel to me like it was that huge of a I mean, they did enough damage with it, but I felt like it was more CDEC making a couple of key mistakes and, you know, Slark getting caught out a couple of times. They have the BKB up on them now, so maybe they can try and turn this, but it just feels like the tilt is unbelievable.
this is just so scary right now for CDEC. Like, you're on the what happened to the lead? Like, I agree with you.
Bottom lane, they're gonna
like
jump in.
today.
That's gonna be another catch on the ice ice, and maybe gonna be able to make this work for themselves. Still in flame is gonna go down, and Wings ends up being able to take him and looking away for the moment. Blink's still in a little bit of trouble. You do the rest of the side of Wings that's moving in towards them, and possibly they can make something happen here. Innocence gets out of there, so TP's a trade is 1 for 1.
An okay trade, and most crucial part is keep the gem, so that's really important for Rana. Nicely done to just pop the Moonlight Shadow Blink. Like CDEC really very nervous. I'm pretty sure they wanted the gem back because they needed to control the map. Just look at the wards down placed by Wings. They have one right in front of the tier 2 areas, and it's so scary. They can scout any movement coming up from CDEC right now.
Oh my god. This is just a problem. This is a problem. I mean, they're gonna end up going in now. If Ame gets caught again, they can't let him get caught again. Oh my god! Ursa jumps in on top of him. They end up being able to get the crush. There's the stun, just kill him off. Oh, Shadow, monster kill streak, and after a terrible start, he has the Abyssal Blade now up, 8, 6, and 5, but more importantly, it's just continuing the streak. You look, XC almost goes down himself. They might be able to find him.
But they're gonna kill him as well.
God, the glimpse back, he's going down. There's no way to stop it. CDs, they are all done.
Dire's top tower.
Same story, game 1, except everything's in fast forward. Wing were playing from behind, and it almost felt like to them they were just like, I just need to ease the difficulty of the game a bit more, and here we are. Look at the Marana all the way in, having a bit of fun to get the glimpse back. Yeah, team's just rage.
I mean, Shadow's chasing him, Victoria. This is a big angry bear that's running at you. This is going to be a tier 3 tower down, and I don't think CDEC Youth can really stop this. They don't have right now the Slark with them. Nobody has buyback. Dazzle is still dead. How did they get caught with no buybacks now? Ice must and they're gonna get again on the defense and try and break it, but BKB has already been popped by Ice. They're still going for the chase, not gonna be able to find the Elder Titan for the moment. Ame just tries to make something happen, but honestly, if he steps in here, he's gonna get knocked down as well. Dazzle's about to be back up, but this is gonna be a lane of barracks.
Such a disaster right now. If you're the Slark, if you're CDEC, what's even going on through your mind? Oh, I really wish I could show you guys the network graph because for some reason I can't enable mine. And Ame, taking so much damage right now, and what can you do? Slark, you want to BKB? Don't. He's gonna pop the beat, try to walk out, but Ursa, man, fighting the fish. There, eat fish.
Oh no. It's all wrong. Alright, well, maybe gonna be able to find the comment here. He's still alive, but they jumped in now. Doing a whole heck of a lot of damage, and Slark ends up getting taken out. Oh my goodness. Have you tried the manually controlled clicking up in the upper right hand corner? Because that one could work potentially if your hotkey got disabled. Alright, I'll give you a little bit of a spoiler alert. It's a pretty steep graph going up.
Here we go again.
Turn it back around, but there's the glimpse away. XC falls. Demons maybe gonna be able to find something, but no, everybody from Wings still alive. He goes down. Oh no. GG gets called. And with a swing of roughly 30,000 net worth over the course of maybe 17 minutes, Wings Gaming take a demonstrative 2-0. Very well played.
I don't even know how Wings came back with such huge disadvantage, but I'm so happy for this game because Ursa just proved, man, he just ripped apart the